Okay, hello everybody. And so as you can see, here we are in Ambrosia, the lost continent. That's what it's supposed to be. I don't know how the continent got lost, but it got lost. And here we are. Now thank God we don't have to fight the pirates again. But now we're kind of loaded for bear. Of course, they've got to regenerate their magic, but there's not a lot of monsters here. Now there is that pirate ship, but a pirate ship will not fight us unless we tell them we want to fight them. So we can walk by them with no worries. I don't want to waste the key. There's an inn behind here. Yeah, well, I'll waste the key just to show you, I guess, right? That sounds alright. So, Zulfilia, please open the door. And you go in here. And she says, welcome to the inn. Would you like to stay and save a game? No. At some inn, there's nobody. There's just a person there. What passes for an inn these days? I'll have to talk to the...
If it's lost, there's not many people then.
Yeah, you got that right. Well, there's only, I mean, I don't know what the heck they need. I don't know what happened to all the people who are here other than the keepers of the shrine. I had to adjust my map a little, sorry. So the Shrine of Wisdom is the next stop on the agenda. And so as I consult the map, I have to find the route there. And the route is very convoluted, and it takes full advantage of the fact that we can't see anything hardly. So yeah, I would say definitely. Now I think if you use a gem, it'll give you an overworld view, which could of course be very helpful to you. And in the old days, you would use graph paper, and I did that for Ultima 4. Ultima 5, I don't really feel like I needed it because using a gem in there pretty much made you everything you needed to, and then I would just kind of save state it, which is lazy and crappy, I know. Now let me take a look at this shrine and how to get there. There's a door that leads to nowhere. That's great. And there's a lake in the way. Do we actually need to fight pirates? No, we don't need to fight pirates. We don't need to go through a door. Good. We go through the clearing here. And this should be like the last time, or maybe second to last time, we actually need to go here. And so coming up here, Jamesy, don't get up there. It's not all that stable. I have like a little makeshift stand-up desk made. And, disaster is only around the corner when you do that. So here we are, Shrine of Wisdom. So this is going to be all Zulfia's game. So go ahead, Zulfia. Become wise, please. So yeah, well, she's got 26 now, 26. And then to get it all the way there, sorry, I've been drinking a little bit, so we'll need to do this 73 times to get her to 99. So that should put us at 800 remaining gold. See, this is where math comes into play, buddy. So you know. So I know that when I have 800 gold left, she's been brought to 99. I am going to check it one time to make sure that I didn't gaff up and give her the wrong race to get her all the way up. It sounds a little racist, actually. Every time I say it, I feel kind of bad because I'm like, am I saying that certain races have certain potentialities? In this game, yes. In real life, no. That's not how that works exactly. I don't want to get into too many politics there, but I think that's unless you're some kind of racial supremacist, that's not how you would think that you wouldn't have that opinion in that case. Although there's that guy Stefan Molyneux who's and I invite you not to look at his stuff ever because he's completely a white supremacist piece of crap. And I don't subscribe to those viewpoints. I think that should go without saying because any sane person would not be. And I assure you, despite the fact that I'm playing this old of a game, wasting my time at it when I could be doing better things, I am quite sane. I guess. So anyway, we'll get her up to 99 in the wisdom category, which will give her access to every single wisdom wisdom derived spell in the game. So there you go. She's 99. Our wizard's 99. That's the most important thing. Now
What's that, hurricane looking thing?
Oh, that's your cursor, buddy. Yeah, it does look like a hurricane, doesn't it? I think it's a nice cursor. There's a little swirling ball here. Anytime I see a swirling ball like that, which I guess I never do outside of this game, I always think of Ultima. Let's see if our wizards are finally up to... They're up there. Now, the wizards have a lot of new spells, but there's only one that I would really call the game breaker, or the game changer. and that is the wonderful spell of Rot. Rot takes every enemy in the game, I guess except for Lord British, should you get a hair up your butt to kill Lord British. And for some reason my friend Ryan and I back in the day, we a few times did want to try our luck with Lord British. Of course we were not powered up at all, and so we thought we were going to take out Lord British. We were feeling mean, we were feeling tough. And he of course wiped the floor with us because we didn't have the best equipment, we didn't have the best spells, and I think he's invulnerable anyway, so what the heck were we thinking? I'm usually not the kind of guy who tries to do stuff like that, because even if you could steal or kill, and there's no real repercussions in this game for stealing or just killing townspeople, I don't do it just because it's really not my nature. I feel bad about it, even though it's a game and it's not real, right? But it's still like, holy crap. It seems like an awful thing to do. Alright, so we're going to try to get to the Shrine of Strength here. The Shrine of Strength has quite the route to it, and I'm consulting the map right now. Yes. So there's a great forest up here. So we've got the brush here that slows down our movement, but we can still move. And we're just going to follow it along. It's very easy to get lost here, like I said, because a lot of it is just, you can only see one square just about one square either way, because you're in a forest and you're surrounded by these stupid mountains, which I don't know if they're supposed to be snow covered or what the story is with them, but any way you slice it, it makes navigation a total nightmare. Now, I don't fear if we run into tough monsters, although thank God we haven't found any monsters really. Yes, and we just continue downward here, and we'll eventually get to the Shrine of Strength. So this is prime territory for our human paladin, Mom, to get all the way up in the strength category. So she is by far the most expensive member of our group. No, maybe not. That's not right to say. She's not the most expensive, because her, she's just not. But she could get up to 75 in strength, not up to 99 in strength. So we're going to have to watch it and just take her 50 up. Okay, so Mom, go ahead. And so go to 4,500, Mom. Alright, so Mom's going to go ahead and get her strength up here. I know this isn't too enthralling, but I think it kind of annoys me. And maybe it's not right because this is an older game, and older games, but there's a bunch of different ways to skin a cat in most of these games. There's different ways to get your strength up and get your other skills up, and also to win the game. And I'm sure there's guys who can win the game without doing this. I'm sure there's guys who've done it before. You know what I mean? Or maybe gals, sorry. Either way, right? Alright, let's just make sure my calculations were correct. They were. 12 more will take us to max. Of course there's someone here. I gotta point up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now wait a second. I thought I was getting to 45. Let's take a look again. Yeah, I got 5 more goes with this, and then I can have somebody else donate some money to her to get up in dexterity. So dexterity, 3, 4, 5. All right, is that 4 or 5? Ah, man, I can't count. Look at that. Well, I have drank a lot of margaritas, which are, they are alluring with their sweet taste, but their sweet taste masks, of course, their not sweet repercussions. So with these skills up, we should be able to do everything we need to do in the game. I might come back once or twice. Well, we gotta come back anyway to get the cards, which will be something we do way later in the game. It's the only way to beat the game. You gotta have the cards, and you gotta use the cards in the right order, and we gotta figure out what that is. There's a bunch of guidance for that. There's one guidance for what order to use the cards in, and it's pretty important because it's instant death, instant kill if you don't, right? So anyway, the boy is getting close to the map to kind of consult our location. We're up here, buddy. We're right here. And so we're just going to head around to the clearing. And now we're going to end up in a deadly battle soon, if we don't get in any battles before that, with man-o'-wars. And man-o'-wars are a total pain. And the way they're a total pain is they're another one of those monsters. Yeah, we're right in the middle. No, down. Down more. We're right next to the water. See? Look, you got a reference point, sweetheart. Okay, but that's not where we want to go. we got to get up and around here. And by up and around, I mean in here. And yes, and we'll enter another delightful maze. There's a bit, there's some unused space around here, of course.
So you're here?
Yeah, I'm in this little stupid maze. The game likes to make you work for it. And I'm not even looking at it now because I won't say I got it memorized, but I've got a pretty good idea of where we're supposed to be going. And if you run into a monster here, you're hosed, because, well, if you're trying to avoid him, because it'll be dang hard to avoid him. And this should lead to a clearing, if I did that right. No, I did that wrong. We're supposed to go down when we went up. Sorry about that, folks. That's what you get for not looking at the map and being arrogant enough to think you actually know where the heckaroony you're going. But I know up
I
is...
haven't seen Dad get into a fight.
Yeah, it's good news. So the bad news, of course, is now I gotta fight these El Piratos. The good news is we got all this gnarly magic to mess with them with, but I don't really want to use it. Because if I use it, what will happen? Well, if I use that magic, then I want to save it, is what I'm saying, for the inevitable attack of the what's his name? And you can see our damage output has increased markedly. I might use a couple of weak spells. But you'll see our damage, has definitely increased, which is very nice. I'm very happy about that. But I want to save it for my wizards because I don't want to get into the fight with the men o' war and be left kind of with nothing to go with. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna use, if I use rot once, rot costs 70 magic points, which is that's a frickin' king's ransom, I would say, when it comes to magic points. And we'll go ahead and use the missile here. That wasn't enough to kill him? Or was it? I don't know, I wasn't watching very closely. Gosh darn it. Oh well, we'll bring up our battle cleric to give us a little more action here. And let's see. If he didn't die there, then he'll... No? Okay. I get what happened there. And it's very sad. Now luckily these guys are mostly going to miss because I've got the mystic armor on, which is actually called the exotic armor in the PC version. I think mystic is a lot better title than exotic armor because exotic doesn't really get across what we're talking about here. That's my opinion, of course, but I prefer that. Some people would probably just prefer it because it's what it was called in the PC version, which they would consider the definitive version. Alright, so we should be able to take this guy to the candy shop. No candy shop for him, and I should have moved. Is that not enough to finish him? I'm eventually going to have to move Mom there because Mom is not in an advantageous position to really give him the gun there. That's okay. So we are in a fantabulous position, and we're going to continue to give it to him. And
I couldn't hear the vibration from the speaker.
You couldn't hear the vibration? Oh yeah, you can hear the sound though. Feel the vibration. Not even the good vibrations, huh? Just like Marky Mark would say. Okay, well we're in good shape now, okay? Let's see, how much magic do we have? Let's go and look at our menu. It just kind of randomly comes up after you move. Okay, both James and Jim are in full swing, able to use that. So you'll see we got a man of war here. We're gonna have to fight him. I don't want to fight him. He's gonna make life miserable for us. And since he can hit from anywhere, whoa, yeah, all right. That was some Bo Jackson level stuff there, which I'm very proud of ourselves for pulling off. And now we're gonna get the Shrine of Dexterity. So dexterity, as I said, governs your ability to actually hit people. So before you go to the Shrine of Dexterity, the game is actually quite flustering, I would say. Quite flustering in that you don't hit a lot. Like you saw how much we missed, and that was a real pain in the patoot. But now the pains in the patoot will mostly go away when it comes to Mom using her deadly skill. So I'm just going to use all her money, and then my friends are going to chip in some cash.
It seems like there's a lot of shrines in this
There's 4 shrines, sweetheart, because we have 4 abilities. It's dexterity, strength, intelligence, and wisdom. And as I told you, it was my grandmother, my mother's mother, who actually defined the word dexterity for me, which was very sweet of her. And then she died. 20 years later. So I don't think it was related. That's the problem with grandparents. They die on you, huh? They're real sweet, they're real kind, and then they go ahead and they kick off, you know? If only grandparents would be younger. But then how would they be grandparents? It's a real paradox, you might. Okay, who's got the cash? Who's got the dash, yo? The last wizard there, James, or Jim. No, James has it. And so please, pour favor, James, give Mom 1,000 smackaroonies, because this is full blown. This would make Sean Hannity and Tucker Carlson very angry. Full blown communism here, and where we're sharing, you know, and all that. I'm not saying I like communism. I'm just saying it would make them scarlet with rage, I guess, unless they could find a way to make money out of it. Or who knows? Maybe they would be happy because they would make more money on their positions of yelling and making boomers feel like they're right about everything. I don't know. I can't say. So see, we're all looking tough and tight right now. Now, there's a few other things we can do. We can certainly increase Mom's statistics in her other categories, bring up her magic to, you know, have her give a little support. She's never going to get to the level where she can, do anything particularly crazy. But she will be able to use the magic of cure, which is, you know, pretty helpful as far as, you know, poison. And I find that very annoying that is that's considered a high level spell, because, you know, in Final Fantasy and other games, cure is not cure, it would be heal in those games, but healing bad status. Oh gosh, darn it to heck. No, maybe I should. Nah, screw it, I'm gonna fight him, because you guys want to watch me fight him, don't you? You want to watch me get in a crazy fight with this dude? Alright. Oh, jeez, and there's like a lot of them. So this is nasty, and will be nasty. Zophia's, she's all the way up, so we can do whatever the hell we want. So you can see all these spells here. Most of them are pretty useless. The best one is Destroy, which will just go through and just kill a bunch of people. Recall is if the aforementioned deal happens when you try to revive people, and if they turn to ash. Recall brings them back. But
what does Destroy do?
Well, you're about to find out. But what do you think it does? How about that? You know what I mean?
It destroys something?
Yes, the name is right on the tin, sweetheart.
But
well, watch. Here it comes. It gives you a seizure. Okay, that's the biggest thing it does. It gives you a seizure. But it also just kills a bunch of people. It's a random amount. So it's kind of like an expensive... Whoa, it killed everybody. Oh, well, thanks. And that was like 160 experience points for old Zofia. So, you know, great job, Zuli. You did great for the team. And, you know, great for the team. And this is a team, you know. All for one and one for all. Very Three Musketeer-esque. So now we're back in the overworld. And so the next thing we're going to want to do in this game, after I go buy I probably stock up on some items or whatever. I'll do something though real quick for you folks. Look, we can go right back if we want to. There's some sea monsters, but we don't want to screw with them. Not because they're particularly hard, but it's a big waste of time. A waste NATO of our $7 on soon. Yes, honey.
What does the seizure do?
The sea creature. Seizure. Oh, seizure. Okay. So that's if you have epilepsy. You know, epilepsy, you can be sensitive to like that.
No, in the game. I know what.
Oh no, I mean no. I'm talking about real life. How that shakes and flashes. Now that could be rough for somebody who has epilepsy, who's, you know, sensitive to flashing lights and shaking imagery. So that's really what that spell is. The first time I saw it, I was like, dang, this would be terrible for somebody that has epilepsy.
So you can sometimes miss a lot when you're in seizure on that game.
No, honey. Okay, look. I'm talking about seizure real life. I'm not talking about the game. I'm saying...
You said you could... No, in the game you said Destroy will make you have a...
Yeah, yes, it'll make you have a seizure in real life. Because of its shaking and the flashing, honey. You understand? There's no seizures in the game, sweetheart. Okay, so, and epilepsy's no game. So if we talk to Sherry, yes, I think you're beautiful. Next time, bring some flowers, as she said. So let's give her a flower. Thank you for the beautiful flower. Take this heart compass in return. And let me tell you, friends and neighbors, that heart compass it makes my heart pump more than anything else. Because that takes you right back to Lord British's castle. And why is that good? Because when we start stealing big time from Devil Gulch, Devil Gulch or Devil Gulch, I think. No, Demon Gulch. When we start stealing for Demon Gulch, and I'm going to show you that town shortly, that's going to be pretty important. So anyway, as you can see, everything's turning out just roses for us right now. But the next thing we're probably going to do, and I have to think about what we're going to do, is we're going to get deep down and dirty and disgusting, and we're going to get in those dungeons, okay? And those dungeons, they're not a happy place, but they're not too difficult, because the big thing is, with a couple of exceptions, the big thing is get down to the bottom floor, get the marks. We need the 4 marks, as they said. The mark of snake, the mark of fire, the mark of kings, and the mark of force. We got those. We got it made in the shade as far as going further in the game. We'll want to get our levels up, of course, and at this point, levels don't really matter, as I said, but it is nice. You can get all the way up to level 25. You can see everybody would already be able to get to level 7 or 6, but you can't right now because the king is just like, I'm not giving you anything, you turds, because you don't have the mark of kings. So it's kind of funny because Lord British seems to have this power that he could share with us, and he just don't. And just, I don't know, out of spite? Not sure. Maybe it's good old-fashioned spite. So there you go, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed bringing it to you. I hope you enjoyed the boys' commentary and his confusion about characters getting seizures in the game. And hopefully my explanation on epilepsy was good. I hope I got the points across. If I'm wrong about the condition of epilepsy, please let me know. I don't mean to shortchange anybody who's got it, and anybody who would say, no, that would never cause a seizure because of X, Y, and Z. That would be actually pretty interesting to me because I'm not well versed on the subject. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And as Tony Schiavone would say, oh no, we're out of time. We gotta go.